As the MCU continued to grow, so did the characters within it. And when it started, the Hulk and Bruce Banner were two separate entities battling for control over one body. And by the time the last Avengers movie came out, both were one. Now let's talk about what Bruce Banner had in mind and tried to do. So recently, as we keep digging into some of the files that have been made available by the in-canon Wakandan book, we see more and more details on familiar characters and events from the previous films. In today's video, we are focusing on Bruce Banner. Now, early on in the MCU, we learned that no matter what Bruce Banner could do, he could not abandon the Hulk. We even saw a deleted scene in The Incredible Hulk where he tried to use a gun and end his life on the edge of a cliff, but the Hulk came out and prevented this. And despite it being an actual deleted scene, it would go on to be made more canon in recent movies. Now, of course, as Bruce Banner continued to live alongside the Hulk inside of him, the two would be at odds with each other when the other guy would be allowed to actually come out and use his own body, and when the Hulk was allowed to have free reigns. And over the course of the movie, we saw the Hulk out a lot less and let Banner come in control a lot more. And then of course there was the 5-year gap in the MCU between Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, and by the time we catch up with that version of the Hulk, we see a huge transformation. No longer a giant mindless monster, now Bruce Banner's mind is within the Hulk's body. They were truly one. So as we find out in some of the files, Bruce Banner tried to coexist with the Hulk, he tried to stop the Hulk, and he tried looking into the psyche of what exactly was going on to try to find any way, shape, or form to prevent the Hulk from coming out. This would ultimately find itself pretty much impossible to do, and of course by the time that we came to Age of Ultron and the cliffhanger with Hulk, we saw that the next time we caught up with the character, he was on Sakaar and Bruce Banner was hidden away. It was Hulk 100%. Now also in the files they talk about the fact that it's all in the brain chemistry, and Bruce Banner realized that there was really no going back. Instead, coexisting was the name of the game, and he would try to focus on agreeing with the point of view of the Hulk and working on new technology and a new way to bring the two together. It was upon this revelation and looking at the brainwaves and brain patterns of when he's Hulk and when he's Bruce Banner that he realized, if I work together, I can bring the two of us close to one. I can use the size, strength, and body of the Hulk with my brain. Best of both worlds. And clearly, that's what we got in the end. Now, I know there's not many people that are big fans of how they used the Hulk because he wasn't the same Hulk he was in previous films, but honestly to me, I really enjoyed it. I love the Hulk more now than previously because he finally evolved as a character.